It is time, guys, for everyone's favorite job as a trader, and that is going to be coming up with your next year's resolutions. We're talking trading resolutions in this video, guys. Everyone at the end of the year spend some time kind of going back over how their year was, what they did well, what they might have done a little bit better, and then we come up with how we're going to make next year better, guys.
So, to be honest, for mine, it's very simple for me. Like, if you watch the show, like a lot of these smaller cap names that run, I'm always looking to find a top, find a short, find a turn. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's to capture more, not just more in terms of volume and getting long positions on things like NTRB, but also when I have them to find a way to hold on to them. So that's twofold here, right? Like, a lot of times if something is on your don't short this in the morning list, right? The second it's on that list, the question becomes how to structure a long and be more aggressive in finding ways to do so. And what that can simply mean is then just try to take more pot shots at it. And even if it happens to be a simple consolidation break like this one here at a 725 at the open with a tight stop here into 650, it could be being more aggressive, making sure I'm watching this for the halt trade to get it long off the halt or finding a reopen. Either of those things can work as well. But I think the more important one is, if I look at where I did take this long, when it reopened after the halt, I got it on an 850 break. And at that particular time, if you think, and I look at the daily chart here, and I just talked about a $12 level. If I think the hard top is 12, and I also think there's a psychological level at $10, that's $1.50 from 850, that first 10 level. You know, that's $3.50 in terms of growth to that $12 level. So why would I have a 15-cent stop on that trade? It doesn't really make a heck of a lot of sense. I could have used the halt price as a stop, give it 10% back, which is only 80 pennies. That's 2-to-1 to the $10 level. That's 4-to-1 to that $12 level up to the top side. So it's pretty simple for me. I know exactly like the playbook for what I'm trying to do. It's a matter of structuring those trades to the long side, be able to get them. Because even when I do have the long, I'm not really capturing very much of that. And that's where a lot of the profitability has been in some of these low float runners. And if that continues, don't want to be missing out on those trades.
Yeah, good one. And mine's going to be very, very similar as to learning lessons from our current trading. And I think that that's what you have to do as a successful trader, is look back and say, you know, where are my strengths? Where are my weaknesses? This year, I've actually thought I've done better. I mean, you look back and you always want to hold more, but try to hold a little bit extra for that bigger move. So that's one thing. Normally, I'm scalping back and forth. You guys know that. Try to hold on for a little bit of a bigger winner. And then also something that I have identified here is, just for example, so here's AMD today trading, right? And you see this big move down. Well, I'm getting long into some of this 145 down here, right? So I choose 145 as my actionable area. Now remember, I like to trade off O's, 25s, 50s, and 75s. So what I'm noticing is a lot of the time, you see, maybe I can zoom in here. Yeah, it's right here. So this like little wick that happens when we break back down through 145, often it's because I'm punching out of the longs at support at the same level everybody else is. So you see some wicks here, some more wicks here, some more wicks here. They're all at 145 before the stock eventually breaks. That's fine. But again, you know, there's no wick here. This is a solid candle break all the way down. So you're wrong. The stock most likely doesn't come back, right? Watch these executions. I'm going to right click here and put them back on. And I'm getting better at it because you guys have seen me do this before. So here we go. Long and out. That's $3 winner. Long. Forget it. I'm not going to review these trades. But look what happens here. I get long here and get out for 30 cents or something. But then right here when it breaks 145, you're noticing it doesn't continue down. So what I actually did here was punch back into the long. So it's like, oh man, I got like duped on that all the way down and we got stop hunted. So then I punch right back. It's been profitable because I punch back double the shares. But if I don't get out there in the first place, notice that, and then punch long again, then I'm just adding to the position I already have and without taking the L. So that's kind of what I'm looking to do, is look for these wick off bottoms and wick off tops and then be more aggressive when I see them and trade accordingly. So that's my New Year's resolution.
I'll wrap things up, guys, real quick with a couple of things, and this is going to sound similar to what Neil said, but I think it's worth saying, guys, as far as profitable trading goes, one of the best things that you can do less of is what doesn't work. So one thing I want to do more of in the new year if that makes sense, is less of what doesn't work. And how you understand that is by keeping track of your trades. So understand what type of trades, A, work for you, and B, don't work for you. And take the ones that don't work and do less of that. It's hard to say you're never going to do it, but less is always going to prove to be better. As traders right across the board, the other thing that we like to always say is we want to trade more size. How do we do that? And Neil was talking about structuring trades according to your risk tolerance and the ability to take more shares. So another thing that I will do better on in the new year. One thing to wrap up, and that is holding trades longer. This year, one thing I found in my trading results is that I have been in a hurry to take profits only to see, you come back at the end of the day and the stock is maybe 50, 60 cents, a dollar, even more further in the money than it was where you ended the trade. So there's a few things, guys, I think that can apply right across the board. Those are our trading resolutions, guys, for 2022.